And so the last one I want to share with you is an interesting one called the law of uniqueness. Let's say that there are 7 billion people in the world. That's more than I have fingers to count, right? Can I tell you something, as if you didn't know it before? Not one out of the 7 billion is like you. Not even one. There's no other human being made. Not in the 7 billion or the tens of billions that have lived and died. Not in the ones we expect to be born that is exactly like you. You are never, ever matched. You are unique. Nature doesn't make two identical things. I've offered people, and I'll offer it to you right now. Within an hour of this presentation, go out into the backyard and bring me 2 identical sticks, and I'll give you $1,000. That's simple, right? Nobody's taken my money. 2 identical sticks. How simple can that be? The height, the width, the circumference, the lay of the fibers inside, the design on the bark. You cannot do it. Nature does not make 2 identical things. Bring me your twin, ma'am, and I will disprove the notion by talking to your mother and asking her if she can tell you apart. And if she can't, I will take your fingerprints. And I will take your iris print. And though we have similarities between us, there's nobody in the world that is matched. You are one of a kind. Do you ever sometimes feel like you don't fit with the popular movement? Like they're going there and you want to go there? There's something unique in you. Now, if you've broken the law of statistical probability, which says if you have billions and billions of elements in a universe, sooner or later the probability is that 2 of them will match if they are random. Okay, follow me on this. You may not be a statistician, but neither am I. The law of statistics indicates that if you have millions and millions or billions and billions of things, sooner or later you're going to get 2 that are identical if they are random. Simply the law of probability, and yet we cannot find another one like you. Why? Because you're not random. Because you were designed. Because you were handmade. And if someone should go to the trouble of making you by hand, of designing you uniquely, the question is, why bother unless there's a purpose? Why am I walking through this logic? It's because you will never find abiding satisfaction and fulfillment until you begin to pursue the reason that you were born, or the reasons. What's your purpose in life? Do you know? What's your life purpose? What are the things that you're designed to be and to do? Mr. Mitchell, there are people in IT who should get up and leave the computers and go interact with people and be in sales and marketing. But that's what they went to school for, so they're doing IT. There are people in HR who should not be talking to other people that much. They should be locked away in a cubicle. Because their minds are logical, analytical, and technological, and they cannot deal with the vicissitudes of the human emotion that well. And sometimes people feel unhappy and they think it is the company. No, you have to know that you have wings and find out what fiber they are so that you can open them and fly. Do you know how blessed you are? I've done the survey. I've asked people, and I know there's pain. It is common to human beings who dream. But sometimes, in the face of the pain, we forget the blessing. We forget the good. Let me illustrate something to you. Let's say I'm sitting here, and I'm under pressure because I can't pay the bills, and my daughter's not paying attention to me. And the relationship with my family is not that good. And I don't like the traffic, and I don't like the bureaucracy, and I don't like the politics. And it's besetting me, and I'm miserable. That's good enough cause, wouldn't you agree? And I'm in this little world where things are just not working out, and I wonder, why did I even go to school, and what am I doing with my life? And when they make decisions in the company, they just tell me I don't feel like I'm a part of the decision-making process, and I'm disempowered. I'm sitting right here. What I don't realize is that just outside the door of this company, somebody's sitting across the parking lot saying, oh God, I want a job. I want a place where I can get up and go in the morning. I wake up, I have no purpose, I'm so depressed. I went to school, nobody's recognizing that I have any talent at all. Just give me some job, I'll do factory job. Every time I go, they look at the side of the street where I was born, they look at my color, they look at my size, they look at my height, whatever they look at, they're not even giving me a job. If only I could just have something to do. You know what I don't realize? Is that I sitting here am the answer to her prayer. If the best thing she could have imagined should come to pass, she would be me. With all the problems and all the politics, something to do every day to occupy my mind so I don't stay home and feel depressed that I'm worthless. I am. You, ma'am, are the answer to somebody's prayer, unless you're the worst human being of all measures on earth. Somebody would like to be up where you are. Why complain about it instead of rejoice and saying, yeah, oxygen is free? Are you getting this, or am I just beating my chest here? Do you understand that every single one of you, just by being present in this room, is the realization of somebody's dream to have clothes in your closet and a car to drive and the ability to sit up straight in a chair and to do work and be honored for it? And yet we forget that when the pain and the pressure come. Yes, life will slam you to make something better out of you, but do you realize how great it is to be you? I forget sometimes. Don't you forget? Don't you forget, every time you complain, somebody wishes that that's all that they had that was wrong with them. And you get that in you and you go, man, it's not that bad. It's wonderful, actually. I'm alive. I am alive. And you have the vision that tomorrow can be better. And in that hope, you live. You are unique. You have something that you do better than anybody else. And most people never discover it. I wish I could tell you more. I wish I could tell you about the law that says, I know exactly how you can get a raise at work. And I mean, I know how. Go to the law of contribution. I wish I could take you through the exercise, the 4 steps to help you discover your life purpose and a place where you can fit like a hand in a glove that was made for it. I spent 10 years at Procter & Gamble and 5, 6, 7, 8 years doing other things. And one day when I was about 39 years old, I'm just over 29, you understand? But one day when I was double-digit year old, I cried out to God and I said, God, why am I alive? What am I doing this for? I was making good money. I said, but I don't have anything that would cause me to stand on the street corner and hold a banner and demonstrate. I don't feel that strongly about anything. What's the purpose? And I kept digging. Why am I here? What's the purpose of my being alive? Why am I? What's the point? Why didn't I die in the last car accident? Why? And I began to search. And as I began to search, it energized me. And then sooner or later, about 2 years later, I figured out what I was born to do. And I'm doing it. And I'm so excited, it's silly, it's kind of stupid. I mean, when the pressures come, I get tired physically, but I never burn out. When you find your life's calling, whether it is in IT or anywhere else or marketing, you just don't burn out. You get tired, you go to sleep, and you wake up and you're ready again. What's the output of all this? All of us want to earn more, right? I want to earn more. If you want to earn more, say aye. But if you want to earn more, something comes before that, because money is not a cause, it's an effect. If you want money and you play with money, you're playing with the effect, and it's not sustainable. Go back to the cause that generates money, and money will come. If you want to earn more, you must achieve more. Because when you achieve more, you have more economic value to the marketplace. When you achieve more, people will gladly pay you for what you contribute. So to earn more, you have to achieve more. But you can't just achieve more. If you want to achieve more, you have to become more. You have to become more. You have to change your being. You have to start thinking differently. The German philosopher Goethe said, quote, if a man will have a thing, a man must first be a thing, unquote. If you want to earn more, achieve more. If you want to achieve more, become more. And the way to do that is to have the vision and the insight about the future that will not let you go down and stay down. The way to do that is to recognize that you're a special human being with wings inside that you're working to develop. The way to do that is to understand that when the pressures and the problems of life come, you don't have to quit. You can stay through until you get into the polish, until you get your wings, until you rise up to that next level. And when that happens, people will look at you and say you're lucky, and they don't understand. I'm here to tell you one last thing, and that is, you were born to fly, to soar, to lift up high, to get to another level every day that you're born. You were born to fly, and nothing less will satisfy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.